Hello, one and all, and welcome back to more Let's Play Professor Layton and the Curious Village. I am the Max of Few Trades, and welcome to a bonus video. In the last part, we straight up finished the game. Solved all the mysteries, did all we could, saved the Flora Girl. It was all well and good and fun, and I had a wonderful time. In this part, there's still a few things we didn't do, you know? So I kind of want to get all of the gizmos, all of the furniture, and all the painting scraps, and, well, the only way to do that is to solve the puzzles that give me them arbitrarily, I suppose. So, yeah, I have to solve more puzzles. I don't really know exactly where to go in order to find all of them, but the game was kind enough to tell me that there's ultimately 120 puzzles in total. So, at the very least, I know that if I reach that amount, I've got everything. I don't know if I'm going to solve all the puzzles. I just really want to get those 3 little mini sections taken care of, so I guess we'll just kind of do things until we've done that. I think that's fair, right? That's the greater majority of everything there is to do. I'm pretty down for that. So the reason I came in here is because, well, I don't know. You seem to be the only idea I've got for where to find any puzzles. It's about time you two showed up, so you're ready for a little chess? I imagine you're gonna want me to arrange some queens again. Too many queens! Oh boy. Yep, there's even more now. Yep, they can move the full length of the board diagonally, vertically, and horizontally. Let's try something a little different this time. See if you can arrange 3 queens on this 5x5 chessboard so that no more pieces can be placed on the board. Make sure you place pieces so that no queens... Okay. So what you want me to do is find the positions necessary to make it so that no matter where on the board someone puts a piece, they would get hit by the queen, but none of the queens interfere with each other. That is what you are asking me. Okay. That shouldn't be impossible. Alright, let's see here. Let us gander at this here board. So, I mean, I don't know, my natural inclination would be to, you know, put one in the center. Go voop, 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 voop. Like, that covers a whole lot of ground. Like an obscene amount. But we'll see, we'll see. Then again, I mean, I feel like... Yeah, so basically... The only other way I could do this would be like something like this. But I don't think that works. Because that can cover that. Yeah, and they would bump down. No, they would bump into each other, so that can't be it. That can't be it at all. Maybe the center thingy isn't right. Okay, well, that goes there and there, and covers all that, which is good. We do want that. So I guess let's look at it from a different perspective. If I wanted to cover this angle's blind spots, where would it need to go? Another one's line of movement. Well, actually, no, I think they can't. I think it just means they can't bump into each other. It's been a bit since I've done this. If that's the case, then if I put you here, then yeah, that's not stepping on any toes. Then what is left that can't be gotten? Can't get this. So how would I need to do that? Somewhere on this, obviously. Can't put it there, can't put it there, can't put it there. Can't put it there, so put it here. So nya, 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 nya. And nya, 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 that should cover it.
Well, here's my game.
Was that a big red sign of badness? No, it was the big red sign of correctedness. Delightful. Okay, very cool. Good job. Some people probably stumbled across the answer to this puzzle while they were working through the 5x5 chess problem. Seems rather likely, yeah. Yep, that's the answer, all right. But just wait for the gem I'll have ready for you next time. It's gonna be so hard, it'll knock your socks right off. Oh, delightful. Hat rack! Well, oh wait, they both have a hat. Damn. I don't know. Does Layton ever take his hat off? I do not know. I do not have an answer for you. So can you just give it to me, like, now, so we can finish this off? Okay, you two. We've had some good times together, but this is the last puzzle I've got. Thank God for that. But don't be sad, because I'm about to drop a beast of a puzzle on your heads. I guarantee you won't be able to guess your way out of this one. Oh, you underestimate my abilities at guessitude, do you? All right, then let's see. Are you ready? As I'm ever gonna be. As I'm ever gonna be. That's an 80. I don't think I've ever seen it be that way before. Oh boy, you have 3 queens positioned on an 8x8 chessboard. Place the remaining 5 queens on the board so that no piece blocks another's lines of movements. Oh, how delightful. Oh, wow. What else? What else? What else? Maybe something over here. Can't put it there. Can't put it there. Voop, voop, voop. Okay, because I can't put it there, or there, or there. Could I put it here? Nope. So that seems good. That seems good. All right, so then what's left? Can't put one here, or here, or here, or here, or here, and I can't even put it on this thing at all. So I need to find. This is the only, row that doesn't have one. So where can this go? Not there, or there, or there, or there, or there, or there. So here. Do. Yeah. Do. You heard me. That's how everybody does puzzles these days. It's the hip styles. Tell me it's not. Prove to me it's not. You can't. Since 3 queens were already in place before you began, there's only one possible solution for this problem. What's that? You think it'd be more interesting if you had to place all 8 queens by yourself? God, no. No, as a matter of fact, it wouldn't. I don't want that. That sounds like it means they're going to make me do that. I don't want to do that. Check and mate. You've done it. I knew you two were chess masters under it all. That was sure from our very first match. Yay! All right. Okay, so how many painting pieces are left? Let's see. 1, 2, 3. So I'm missing at least one more painting piece. Okay. 1 painting piece, 2 gizmos. God only knows how many in. I don't. At some point, I'm gonna have to like go in and figure out which pieces are go where. You know. And I'm fresh out of puzzles right now. Care to sample the soup du jour? Hell no. Get that swill out of my face. All right. So, what is a man in a top hat to do to find himself some puzzles? Nope, he's still hungry. My best guess would be clicking on, like, objects that remind people of puzzles or something, right? That would make sense. Like, is there anything going on in here? There's a chandelier, there's a that, there's a this, there's a this, and a that, and another thing, and a hint coin that I didn't even know was there. Do you have a puzzle for me? It would be pretty cool if you did. I'm responsible for managing the influx and outflux of residents in St. Mystery. In other words, I supervise who gets to stay in this village and who has to be shown the door. If you wish to stay in St. Mystery, I strongly advise that you butter me up by solving this puzzle. All right, then. Very well. How many squares? Uh-oh. This board has 12 dots on it. Your task is to connect these dots to form as many squares as possible. You can use each dot multiple times, and you can orient the squares however you wish to fit them on the board. However, to be counted as a square, each corner must be on a dot. How many different squares can be drawn on this board? Oh, well, ain't that just a hamdinger? Ain't that just a dangle thing? Okay, well, if you can reuse them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that much is a thing. We've got that going for us. Let's just go ahead and attempt. I know, I missed. Okay. So that's, it needs, for count square, each corner must be on a dot. Yeah, so basically what it's saying is like, yeah. So like this doesn't count as a square because there's no dot. Got it. Okay. How many more dots, how many more squares can I make? Like, not counting those 5 at all. Thanks for that. Okay. eh, eh. Okay, that's 2 more. Can I make... So that would put us at a grand total of 7 so far. Can I make any more diamonds? I did that and that. Yes, I can make more diamonds. Like so. Wait, I could make... what? Okay. So that puts us at 9 squares. Is there any chance that the answer could be 9? Could I be done?
Here's my answer.
Am I done? I'm not done. Okay. Well, I dared to dream. See if you don't try to get a different total on your next try. Fine. Fine if I have to. Wait. Oh, hang on. Yeah, there we go. Okay. And that means I could do the exact same thing again, but in, you know, reversey style. So then maybe that means the answer is instead 11? Maybe I should have seen if I could do even more before I did that, but I've made my... I staked my claim! I put the tent poles down! It worked, goddammit! Praise me! Nice work! Did you have a hard time finding the 2 big... It somehow knew. It somehow knew! Yeah! That is what I had trouble with. Oh, yes, that's the answer. Very well. I approve your application to visit St. Mystery. But when you finish your business here, I strongly advise you to leave town. Yeah, gramophone! That sounds like a Layton thing. That sounds like the kind of thing a Layton would do. Alright, so... Oh, you know, there's a place I haven't, hang on. You think there's anything over here? Let's click on something. Yeah, alright, we got a hint going at least. We could swim across, but it'd be terribly cold, which makes it illegal. St. Mystery is surrounded by thick forests. What strange weather this town has. What about Yonkar? Does Yonkar remind you of Yon Puzzle? Not even the Layton mobile could make it across the... That's what it's called? That's amazing. Luke, I told you not to call it that, but of course, much as I adore the contraption, it is just a car after all. Luke, our little exchange has reminded me of a wonderful puzzle about cars! Why don't you give it a try? Oh, boy. Oh, boy. All right. Parking lot gridlock. Oh. Okay. The Layton mobile, the professor's pride and joy, is stuck behind several other cars trying to exit a crowded parking lot. Things are so tight, though, that each car can only move forward and backward with respect to the direction it's currently facing. Use your stylus to direct traffic and guide the professor's red car to the exit. You've got it. Was this the introduction to slider puzzles? Because... Oh. Somehow I missed the tutorial one. Interesting, that. Alrighty. Let's see. Quick question. Can it... Oh, no. It can only slide back. Okay, Interesting. Okay, I was just making sure. So they can't, like, I can't park this one here or anything. Noted. Noted. I see, I understand, I get it. I understand, Nato. That ain't gonna work. I need to get all of this stuff out. Wait, did I just solve it? Oh, so I did. Okay, cool. Yay! Well, I guess this was supposed to be like the tutorial one, wasn't it? Regardless, yeah! Good job clearing out traffic. Now try to solve the puzzle again in the fewest move numbers possible. No. If you're really good, you should be able to do so in 14 moves. Well, then good on you. Good on you. Yeah, that takes care of the puzzle. But I do wonder when I'll be able to get back to my Automo car. Hey! Found a leg. That's pretty fantastic. All right, let's get out of here. I like when they show up in the background. It's so rare. I think there's only like 2 screens where they're there. Just, hi, here we are. Whoa, did I just click on us? Is that a puzzle? Oh, the drawbridge is back up. That bridge appears to be the only way out of St. Mystery. Seems that we're confined to the town for the moment. Well, butter my biscuits. And to make matters worse, it seems no one can find the crank to lower the bridge. Well then, my boy, all we can do is wait. Let us attend to our business in the village. Alright, how many have I solved? I've solved 100 puzzles. I just have, at most, 20 more, but hopefully less. Hopefully less. Let's see. Feels like I've already clicked upon everything that there is to click upon in this general area. Yes, sir. Do you have a puzzle? You holding on to some kind of puziale-alium? Oh, hello there, Professor. Have you had any luck tracking down that bill-dodging ruffian? As a matter of fact, I have. Don't worry about it. Do not concern yourselves with such trivial matters. Let's see. Let's go inside more buildings. I think that's the play. I believe that is the play. We got any more? Oh, hey, is this a puzzle? Those candies look absolutely scrum-diddly-glump-rump-dump-a-lump-dump-a-dump-ischious, don't they? Luke, those candies just gave me a splendid idea for a puzzle! Have a listen to this. Well, there you go, then. Get a load of this. Candy jars. You have 10 jars filled with 50 pieces of candy each. You then pour the candy into small bags and attempt to get half a jar in each bag. Now you have 20 bags of candy. What is the percentage likelihood that there are an average of 25 pieces of candy in a single... Quet? 10 jars filled with 50 pieces of candy each. You then pour that candy into a small and attempt to get half a jar in each bag. Why would you put them in a jar and then the bag? That's weird. But okay, wait, so... if you're putting half the contents of a jar in a bag, what's the percentage likelihood that there's an average of 25 pieces of candy in a single... well, I mean, assuming I've read it correctly, it's a guarantee. You put half of a jar inside each bag. So, half of 50 is 25. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Very good. You had 50 pieces of candy in 10 jars, giving you a total of 500 pieces of candy. You divided 500... well, I didn't do that much. Divided 500 pieces into 20 bags, so of course the mathematically average of this... I mean, you added an extra step. There we are. Once you discern that what the question is saying, the problem is a rather simple one, isn't it? Hey! I think we can build that robot dog. You know, in retrospect, building a robot makes a whole lot of sense now, don't it? Anyway, there you go. I now have Robo-Dog. There we are. The little robot dog is finally assembled. Now we just have to name the rascal. Dennis. I have a feeling he'll come in quite handy. By the way, Luke, I have a present for you to mark this occasion. Turn off your Nintendo DS once, then restart the game. At the title screen, select bonuses, and you should have a new challenge from me. Now, I know you're excited about your present, but be sure to save before you restart your DS. Professor, you're getting metaphysical with me again. Yes, damn right I am. Layton's challenges. The inventor's house has been added to your... So what you're telling me? Please enter your dog's name. Oh, okay, sure. So what you're trying to tell me... No, that's an E. No, I want an E. E. So what you're telling me is that my... That's a G. So what you're telling me... Oh, hang on. What you're telling me is... That's... Denny. I. That's an L. That's a Y. That my prize for solving puzzles is the ability to solve a puzzle for the right to solve even more puzzles. Okay, so apparently, fine, your name's not Dennis, because the letter lowercase I is freaking impossible, apparently. Fine, your name is Denny. There. Pfft, Christ. Oi. How about we just settle for making a robot dog? You know, that's enough of an accomplishment, I find. Alright, so where else can I go to click on things? Why'd the doggo Barco? Does the doggo lead me to other puzzles? Lady Dahlia sure is gorgeous, ain't she? Yep, what a dish, what a doll, what a honey, what a dame. Wait, why did the dog paw at this dude, then? Do you not have anything else to say? Nope. He'd just be simping. Oh, hint coins. Okay, I wasn't trying to click on the fat guy! Yeah, I get it! You think she's hot? Good for you! Interesting. Well, I would prefer that the dog, you know, give me hints towards finding puzzles rather than hint coins, but hint coins are still nice. Lady Dahlia's requests are always such a handful to take on, aren't they? Indeedy do. Alright, let's head back into yonder mansion. Eventually, I'm just going to have to, like, start doing cuts. What, is there a hint? There's a hint going down the stairs, apparently. That's neat. Alright, clicking on everything. Whoa, hello. What do we got? It's the Baron Augustus Reinhold, and his mighty beard. Oh. It's kind of funny, I never actually looked at either of these paintings at any point in time. Maybe I should have at some point. What about this bookcase? Does this bookcase remind anybody of a puzzle? Bookshelves seem to line every wall of this estate. The Baron must have been quite the avid reader. It's important to keep your mind sharp, Luke. So why don't you give this puzzle a go? Ha 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 ha! Alright, here we go. Hey, it's number 10. Alphabet. I know the alphabet. Alright, here's a quick and easy one. The first letter of the alphabet is A, and the letter B comes after the letter A. However, the letter you need to worry about is the last one. What's the last letter of the alphabet? Here's a hint, it isn't Z. Okay. If it isn't Z, then that means it's some kind of trick. And the only trick that I can really parse from any of this would be the last letter of quote-unquote the alphabet would be T. Because it's the last letter of alphabet. That's an X. There you go. Is that what we're going for here?
How does this sound?
Is that enough? Yeah, alright. Well, I guess it was puzzle 10, wasn't it? So, I suppose, yeah, that makes sense. Good job! The last letter in the word alphabet is the letter T. Out of context, this is not an... This is a puzzle that is entirely based off tricking you. Otherwise, it's not much of anything. How did you like the puzzle, Luke? I hope it has prepared you for tackling more difficult puzzles. It may have. Who's to say? Alright, what about you? You got yourself another puzzle? You still full of bachelordom? Would you please let me know of any eligible bachelorettes you might meet in your travels? So wait, this automaton was constructed to, forever wish for lady accompaniment, and that is literally impossible. He's just doomed to forever be lonely, I guess. That is dark. Ah, Chandelier! The sacred candles of Chandelier. Look, there's a puzzle hidden inside that chandelier, apparently. Alright. It's the vanishing cube, but only 20 picarats. Ooh. On the table below are 4 cubes made up of matches. Can you change 4 cubes to 3 by moving a single match? Yeah. There you go.
How does this sound?
Was that, what? Well, what do you mean?
I was sure I had.
No, the arrangement of the matches fools your eyes into thinking that you're looking at 4 cubes. How can you fool your eyes into seeing 3? Was I supposed to put the match somewhere else? I guess I must have. But I'm not wrong. It looks like we're looking at 4 cubes, and boom. Now it looks like we're looking at not 4 cubes. Wait. I forgot that I could, Yeah, I forgot that I could spin the matches.
I think I've got it.
It's actually
I did it. Yes.
it's actually quite obvious what the problem was in retrospect. Anyway, piece of cake. Now let's go find more puzzles. That is what we're trying to accomplish. All right then. Okay. Hello, Miss Robotingstons. Do you have a puzzle for me? I'd like to be left alone for a little while, Professor. I need some time to collect my thoughts. Yeah, I bet you'd, though. You got any puzzles up in here? Ah, dog! Thank you, dog. It's embarrassing. Hey! All right, well, I've made up for 2 of the coins I used. Well, you know what? At least, ultimately, the hint did solve my problem. All right, so there are 17 puzzles somewhere. All right, well, for the sake of slightly more brevity, let's just go ahead and jump to me finding any of these damn things. There was apparently a puzzle hidden in this alcove. How did I not see that one? You would have thought I would have clicked on that trying to find a hint coin or something. But all right, a worm's dream. God damn it, it's just straight up an actual freaking goddamn slider puzzle. The worm's life dream is to make it to the center of the apple, complete the slide puzzle, and help him realize his dream with only 8 pieces to manage. This task might seem easy, but it's probably harder than you suspect. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm no fool, okay? I'm well aware of the fact that slider puzzles are created by Satan. I hate slider puzzles!
Layton's apprentice saves the day.
Yeah, I'll bet he does. Do I at least get something out of that? Good job, you've made a little worm very happy. For a simple slide puzzle, it was pretty difficult, wasn't it? All slide puzzles are difficult. By nature, they're basically Satan's padlock. As you are moving through things around, did you notice that several pieces of the puzzle had almost identical duplicates? Eventually, yeah. You'd be amazed at how little that actually made a difference in anything, though. I could do this one in my... Good for you. You know what? Good for you. Anyway. Do you have any puzzles? I want to do some puzzles. So sorry to bother you while you're busy, but you'd make an old man very happy by helping with a puzzle. Certainly. Let's have a look. Okay, here I go. Laziest man on earth. That's a bold proclamation. Behold, before you sits the laziest man in the entire world. Known far and wide for his aversion to physical activity, this slug has designed his house so that he can grab anything without leaving the comfort of his recliner. Using an elaborate set of tools, including a fishing rod, extendo arm, and high-energy magnets, this legendary loafer has put everything in the room within reach. However, despite his efforts, there's one place he can't reach without getting off his duff. Drag the circle to where it needs to go, apparently. All right. What's it say that my first inclination was to say he can't get to the toilet? But, there ain't no toilet here. Because, I don't know, maybe he has a bottle or something. Let's not think about it too much. Okay. Well. If his fishing rod, extendo arm, and magnets... Let's assume everything around is something that he could get to if he so chose. If that's the case... If in that do be the case, then it would be somewhere that his like, where his arms wouldn't be able to get. And the way I see it, the way he's sitting, the way he's doing things, even with all of his stuff, he wouldn't be able to go behind his chair. I don't think he could. I don't think he can get behind his chair.
Luke, here's my answer.
Yeah! Because he can't see back there. So yeah. I get you. I get you. That's right. There's no way for him to reach under. Yeah, I mean, okay. More or less got her without getting off his rear end. If that fishing rod, extendo arm, and magnet combo work as well as it seems to in the picture, this fellow may never get up again. I don't really see how it could, frankly. But if in a cartoony world, sure. So that's the answer. In my heyday, I could have solved a puzzle like that before you could say cobblestone. My goodness, I guess I'm getting soft in my old age. And we got a table. Just throw it at Layton. And I don't mean, like, literally. But you know what I mean. You know what I mean. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. You got... Well, there's a hit coin. Do you have any more puzzles inside your home? That would be really cool. Look, Professor, there's a puzzle! Oh! He's going for the puzzle, y'all. Not knots. Not knots. Uh-oh. In front of you are 4 tangled lengths of rope. Mark the one you think will form a knot when you grab them by their ends and pull them taut. I see, I see. Okay. I mean, the way that this one is snaked through, if you pull this, the lines, oh god, I'm gonna have to try and visualize. Pull. Huh. Okay. I should look at the other ones too. I think a point to be made is that there's a difference between a knot and a tangle. Because I think if you pulled this one, there's a couple different points, but it wouldn't make a knot, it would just make a wad. And there's a world of a difference. And if you lifted this one up, it would... Yeah, no, that wouldn't be it. And I don't think that's it either. I think it's either one of these. They look very similar. They look very similar. I think they're trying to trick me. I shall take that 50-50 and say that it is C that which will make your knot a reality.
Here's my guess.
And it was the correct flip of the coin. Huzzah! Good job! The only thing you need to do to solve this puzzle is look at it. However, the images themselves are complicated, so it's easy to get confused. It'd be fun to test all the various configurations with actual pieces of rope. I mean, if you're a huge freaking nerd! Anyway, did we get like a bonus out of that? We got nothing. We got nothing for that. There are 14 puzzles left for me to find. Where are they, though? Where are they, though? Eh? Oh, there's a puzzle hidden over here, apparently. The dog pointed me to it, and I thought that meant that he was pointing me to a coin, but I guess not. How many glasses? On the top row of the picture shown below, you have 3 cups of juice, followed by 3 empty cups. Your objective is to change things around so that the cups are arranged as shown in the bottom row of the picture. Assuming you can only move 1 cup at a time, and that all rearrangements has to be done by hand, how many cups will you have to pick up? Oh. 1. Right? I think I see the trick in that, you know, you would think, oh, swap them, right? But what if you just, like, poured it? Right? Is that the trick? Are you trying to do me a bamboozle? Yes, they were. As a matter of fact, they were trying to trick me. That's right. Pour the contents of the second cup into the fourth cup and then return it to its original position shown above. That way, the task set before you can be completed in 1 move. Very nice. Very, 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 very nice. All right, you got anything else for me around here? In this empty cafe that ultimately didn't end up amounting to a whole lot of anything in the grand scheme of things? Sure don't look that way. All right, the search is back on. Ah, Agnes has another puzzle for me. Will you triumph or will the gaping maw of fate swallow you whole? Swallow you whole, swallow you whole. Let's find out together. Okay, you want to create a cube out of metal wiring using the fewest number of wires possible. You can bend each wire as many times as you like, but no portion of the cube can have more than 1 length of wire running over the same edge. Don't worry about how 1 wire will connect to the next because you'll use a soldering iron later on. What is the fewest number of wires required to complete the task described above? What the hell are you talking about? Doesn't it depend entirely on how long the wire is? Like, you can bend each wire as many times as you like, but no portion of the cube can have more than 1 length of wire running over the same edge. I feel like if you just had 1 really, really long wire, that would work, wouldn't it? Or maybe that goes against its edge thing that it's doing. Okay, wait. No, it has something to do with its corners, don't it? What is the... You can bend each wire as many times as you like, but no... Think about a corner of a cube and how many lines meet at that point. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 3 lines meet up at a point. So... like 1, 2, 3... 4... No. I feel like that's too baseless. God damn it. 3 lines meet at each corner on a cube. Yeah, I figured that one out. Imagine a corner where a single wire forms 2 of the 3 lines. The final line in this corner must come from the end of a different wire. Therefore, in every corner, at least one of the 3 lines comes from the end of a wire. Huh? Why is that? Why? Why is that the way that you say that it is? What? I don't understand. Imagine a corner where a single wire forms 2 of the 3 lines. The final line in this corner must come from the end of a different wire. Right. Because one wire can't shoot off into 3 directions. Okay. Therefore, in every corner, at least one of the 3 lines... Okay, wait, hang on. Okay. I don't know if I've solved it, but at least a gear turned a little bit. Right. A wire can only be bent, but it can't be split. Interesting. If that's the case... Oh, hang on. Okay, wait, no, so if that is the answer, then 4.
That should do it.
That should cover it all. Yeah. That confused me greatly. But okay. All right. A gear turned. You need 4 wires to make the cube. 3 straight lines make up each of the 8. Yeah. At least 1 wire must terminate at each corner. Since there are 8 corners, you'll need 8 wire ends to form things proper. Each wire has 2 ends, so the total number of wires is 4. Goodness, I can't believe you solved it. It was meant to be. I'll tell you what, since you went and solved this puzzle, I'll read your palm. Leave me alone. Seems like that calamity follows you wherever you go. Try your best to stay out of harm's way. Don't tell me what to do. Globe! We got that globe life. Hey, you got a puzzle for me or what? Sure I can't interest you in a nice cut of veal? Ew. No. Look, I can understand eating animals to a degree, but why baby animals? Like, that just seems extra weird. Veal deal. Yeah, you go ahead and do that. Again, I'm not judging. Like, eat whatever you want. I don't want to be one of those vegetarians who's a complete and total butthole to everybody around him because they don't eat the exact same things that I do. That's not what I'm going to ever try to be. It's just something I don't know. There's something very, very weird to me personally about... All right, well, it's a newborn. Conk. Ugh. It's a baby, man. I don't know. Something just ain't right. Anyway, all right, let's just keep looking. Oh, okay. Creepy lady's got a new puzzle. I've got a new puzzle for you. I bet you're just dying to see it. I'm sorry, madam, but you really, really creep me out. Ah, too bad, you stupid nerd. Time for puzzles. Zenas, what do you mean? Have you been following us? Yes. She is Baroness von Creepenstein. Rolling a 3. When you roll a die, the chances of rolling a 3 are 1 in 6. The chances of rolling a 3 twice in a row are 1 in 36. And the chances of rolling a 3 times in a row are a draw-dropping 1 in 216. Let's assume you roll a die 3 times and get a 3 each time. Your chances of rolling a 3 on your next roll are 1 in how many? They're 1 in 6. Hang on. Wait. Yeah. Wouldn't it? Because, I mean, it's just like, let's assume you roll a die 3 times and get a 3 each time. Your chance of rolling a 3 on your next roll, I mean, yeah, it would still just... How do I input that? Your chances of... Now, how exactly does one input 1, 6? That's what I don't understand. Is there different ways? Like, is it a percentage chance? Can I like circle it? No. I think that's the case. But yeah, I don't know how to enter that. 1, 6, 16. No, because that's not it. I don't know how to answer. Assuming I'm right, I don't know how to answer your question. Okay, let's assume you roll a die 3 times and get a 3 each time. Your chance of rolling a 3 on your next roll are, I don't know, 6 divided by 6 is 1? It's 1? 1 in 6?
There we go.
No, that's, I don't, how do I answer your question?
I suppose I
You're
thought.
probably making the puzzle more complicated than it needs to be. Keep things simple and you'll soon, okay, cool! I think I navigated that issue. How do I answer? I don't. What's the percentage of 6? I don't. 1 in 6. I don't understand. I don't. Is it like a percentage thing? But that doesn't make sense to me. Maybe it's just the opposite? 6? What are the odds of you
Luke,
getting
here's
it
my
one
answer.
in 6? One. I feel like there was definitely a better and easier way of going about this. The probability of rolling a 3 this time is, yeah, it doesn't matter how many times you roll the same number if you're only asking about the probability of rolling a 3 in 1. Okay. I don't understand. You're going to the tower, are you? I already did. How about I show you the way? How about you leave me alone? Oh, I was under the impression the villagers of St. Mystery hated going near the tower. Oh yes, I don't want to go anywhere near that place myself, though I suppose I could make an exception for such a problem man such as yourself. Oh yes. Professor, I don't like this woman. I don't want to be here anymore, Professor. Can we please not? This lady gives me the creepy deepies all up in my soul. Don't want none of that. No sir, no sir. Alright. 11 puzzles. Hey! 11 puzzles left. Where are they hiding? Okay. There's something I find very charming about this chair, the way you can sit upon it. Well, that reminds me, Luke, have you heard this one before? I gotta be even more thorough when I go through all these damn things, I swear. Alright, what's up? A new multi-purpose event hall has been built in the center of your town. It will be used for everything from concerts to sporting events to conventions. With the hall complete, it's time to order the chairs. 5 chair designs labeled A through E are being considered, but all of the designs, only 1 chair is completely suitable for the auditorium. Which is it? That would, this is exact, like, yeah, no, I know this. It's whichever ones are easiest to, move and store. That's why if you go to, like, any place, you, like, if you see someone, like, setting up chairs, it's in why none of the chairs are ever, like, comfortable or anything. It's because they're not designed for that. They're designed to be, like, easy to, like, stack. And this is like the chair that you stack, right? Like, that's gotta be it.
I think I've got it.
Yeah, no.
Layton's apprentice.
It's kind of funny. You can kind of figure that one out just having a little world experience. At least a little. That's right. Of all the designs, only E can be stacked upon itself. In a hall like the one described, each event requires a different number of seats, and thus a change in seating arrangement. The storability of E makes it the best chair for the job. That makes total sense to me. Well done. Suppose this puzzle was too easy for you, my boy. Indeed. Yo, is that the last painting scrap? It might be. Yo, hang on. Let me see if it is. What? Yeah, we got all of them now. Okay, so here's what we gotta do. We need to start getting some pieces connected. Like this one. I see part of a lay day. So let's go ahead and see. Do you think they'll, like, Oh my god, that's obnoxious. Do you think that they will snap together? Because that would be so good if they could. Yeah. Something like that, I think. Granted, I don't know. Could go there. Let's keep on building off of the lay day. Let's see. That's definitely part of her. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, keep building. Keep assembling the pretty lady, and all will be well. No, definitely not. This kind of looked like it was part of it, but I don't think it is now that I really get to it. All right, then get out of my way, you. Ah, there's your feets. There we go. Some feets will work well. Let's see. I'm beginning to think I'm gonna need to do that. Let's see. Where's the rest of her legs? It's kind of hard to identify this stuff. Everything's roughly the exact same color scheme. It's annoying. All right, let's try this one. Like that? No. Like that? Oh, hang on. Okay. Yeah, let's say I did that on purpose. Absolutely. Stop it. Stop it. Trying very hard to just move it normally. There's something going on here. Oh. Hang on. Spinaroo. Spinara. Like so. There we go. There's the cat. That's how you do that. The Cat in the Hat knows a lot about that, don't you know? All right, let's go ahead and stop it. Stop it. Stop it. There we go. God, it's a real pain in the ass to move some of these. I gotta be real. Okay. He thinks that. There you go. Let's just go ahead and keep on building this up. It's not working. It's working very poorly, actually. Okay, there we go. Let's keep those edges. Edges. Clearly not that. How about... There we are. Okay. Keep it going. Keep it going. We've almost got it. We've almost got it all right and proper figured out. Oh, boy. Yo. Yo. Who destroyed this painting, by the way, and why did they does it? To what purpose was there to doing the things that they gone done and did? Most uncouth. Most unorthodox. There we go. There you go. There's the rest of her legs. Rather, the rest of the chair, I suppose. Whatever you want to say. It's fine by me. Slap that mess right all up ins. Painting! Clap, clap. This painting is truly brilliant. It simply must go on my wall. It's mine now. By the way, Luke, I have a present for you to mark this occasion. Yeah, more puzzles. No, look. I'm going to solve the puzzles that get me out of this situation, and then I'm going to stop. Okay? Let's see. Yes. Okay, so it looks like Layton's got too much stuff at this point. Let's see. Do you want a lamp, good sir? Now, this is what I need to brighten things up in here. Oh, I guess a lamp a bit bright, though, don't you think? Then it goes to him indeed. Okay. Then, let's see. It's a nice wooden table, no doubt about it. I find this round little table very charming. Okay. This desk's neat, but it needs something to go on top of it. It's a bit square for my tastes. Okay, so then there you go. It's interesting that the lamp is kind of floating there until you put that there. What about this? I must admit, the Baron's gaze is a bit unnerving. Wow, that's all I can really say. Then I guess he likes it. What about a globe? Neat! Now I can brush up on my geography. A globe? I suppose I might give it a spin once in a while. Damn. You don't give a damn. Wow, perfect. I'm learning the violin back home. I wonder if an old thing like that still sounds good. All right, well, then there you go. Have yourself a violane. What about this? If I liked tea, I bet this would be great. Ah, what British gentleman could do without a teapot? Fair play. I don't ever take my hat off. That's just the thing I need! Alright, I'm guessing he probably wants the bear, because he's a child. Oh, hello there, Mr. Bear. Yeah, that makes sense. There we go. Nope. Need all that. What's that? Is that the phonograph? Yes, it is. Yes, sir. That's a gramophone. No two ways about it. I can't wait to hear the latest songs in glorious mono sound. What a dorcas. This could be handy. One should always watch the time. What workmanship? I wonder if it's tea time yet. Kind of looks like they both like the clock, actually, so that's a problem. That's an obvious issue. I guess the painting is nice, but what do I know? Let's see. The stool doesn't look very good. He likes round things. I noticed that Layton still has no bed to sleep on, so I feel like we're not... I don't feel like we're nearly good. Oh, wait, hang on. A strange bottle. I suppose a bit of mystery adds to any room. I'm not sure what to make of this, honestly. Then I'm going to go ahead and say that that's good enough. Yep, that's a map of the world. Sure is big. A knowledge of geography is key for any puzzle fan. Fair play. What is this, by the way? Oh, it's a flower vase. That's a pretty, but it looked better with flowers in it. I have flowers that will look smashing with this. Pretty flowers there. That's pretty, but it'd look better. These will wilt if I don't put them in. Exquisite. I feel reinvigorated. He seems to like them more. Okay, I'm guessing there's still something more that I need to do here. Alright. At the very least, Layton does need a bed. You telling me I've never clicked on this boat? Huh? Look, there's a hole in that boat there. Oh, Professor, that reminds me. Have you ever heard the one about the sinking ship? Okay. Weird. Could've sworn I clicked on that. Guess I didn't. Oh, boy. SOS! 15 people are trapped aboard a ship that's only going to... That's going to sink in... whatever. In exactly 20 minutes. Their only chance for survival is the 5-person life raft stowed on their vessel. To make matters worse, the waters around the ship are teeming with man-eating sharks, so swimming to safety is out of the question. A round trip to the nearest island and back to the boat takes 9 minutes on the raft. How many people will live to see dry land? Dark. Okay. So I can see a couple tricks to this one. One is going to be the fact that someone is going to have to stay on the boat to come back. Because if you put 5 people on the boat, they all go over, they all get off the boat, and then everyone else just dies. Someone else has to go back for more people. So that's something. Also, it takes 9 minutes for a round trip, each way. Okay. If that's the case, then 4, and then 8, and then they can come back because it takes 4.5 minutes to get there. So there'll still be time. There just isn't time for a third round trip. So it's 2 round trips and one way. So that would be 4, 4, and 5. I believe. And if that's the case, then only 13, so like 2. So 2 people have to die?
There we go.
That would be one hell of a, yeah, that's depressing. Yeah, it sucks to be those 2 people, I guess.
Thinking is the key to success.
Yeah, but there you go. Now, that one's just all about figuring out the tricks. A moment of silence for the 2 who didn't make it, please. May they rest in peace. All right. Wow, great answer, Professor. It took me 5 times as long to get that one. And I get nothing, but I still need 9 more puzzles. Ah, Jesus. I never did go here, did I? Obviously, there's got to be something around here. I certainly didn't foresee sewers leading to a place like this. Look, Luke, there's my Automo car. Yes. Oh, and apparently that leads to a puzzle. All right. Oh, gee, ain't that swell. You and your girlfriend went on a round trip over the weekend. On the way to your destination, you drove 180 miles, and your girlfriend drove the rest of the way. Coming home on the exact same roads, your girlfriend drove the first 150 miles, and then you got behind the wheel for the last leg of the journey. So what is the difference in miles between the distance you drove and the distance your girlfriend drove? What? I'm not good at math. I'm so bad at math, you guys. You don't understand. Don't I need to know how many miles we went? Is that not a thing that I need to know? Is this not prudent information? Okay. And drove 180 miles, and she drove the rest. But then she drove 150 miles, and I drove the rest. I mean, is it just 30 miles? I mean, I have no basis to think that it's 30 miles. So why would it... Other than just the difference in these two numbers. So that, can I get a thread? Distances both to and from your destination were exactly the same. On the way there, you drove 180 miles, and on the way home, you drove one way minus 150 miles. Cool. That's just restating what I already was told. Think about the distance your girlfriend drove. On the way there, she drove one way minus 180 miles. On the way home, she drove 150 miles. The total distance each person drove must include the trip out and the trip back. If you combine the earlier information about each leg of the trip, you'll see that your girlfriend drove a total of one way minus 30 miles. Wait, so then... if it's one way minus 30, and the other is the same. Oh! Well then, it'd be 60, because it would be...
I think I've got it.
The difference would be 30 both ways, so then the grand total would be that doubled.
Solved it.
Okay! Alright, thank you, hint system, for saving me. Oh, that dude gonna get dumped. Pfft. I physically cannot comprehend enjoying your car more than your girlfriend, assuming that you have a good relationship, in which you should. It's your damn girlfriend. Come on now. Why'd you even get together if you don't like each other? She could do better. As shown in the above chart, your girlfriend drove a total of one way minus 30 miles, and you drove a total of one way plus 30 miles. Therefore, you drove 60 more miles. There you go, more or less. There you are. I basically got the idea. I got to the right conclusion. Bang up job, Luke. Oh, Layton probably wants a fossil. That's my assumption. Alright. You figure there's anything else around here? I ain't saying a whole lot of nothing if I'm real with you. What? Oh, I clicked us. Does that give us a puzzle? There's a great view of the entrance to the village from here. There's my lovely little Automo car. It seems unharmed. Don't worry, Professor. No one would ever dare dream of stealing the Layton mobile. Are you saying my car isn't worth stealing, Luke? Just what do you mean by that? I got the joke. Woo! What the flying? What did you just say to me? I'm not seeing anything. I might have to resort to, like, looking at a guide for where these are supposed to be. The less puzzles there are, the harder it is to find the damn things. Alright, well, I don't see anything, so... I didn't mean to do that! Ay, chihuahua. Eh? On the open manhole cover? Look, Professor, I found... Okay. Some of these hidden puzzles are esoteric, to say the least. Get the ball! What do you mean, get the ball out? How is this attached to a manhole? Wait, whoa, hey! Hey! There we go! It always works as long as you just keep doing things. Oh, that's the one boon I can give to any and all slider puzzles. You never actually have to know what you're doing. You just have to never give up, and eventually it'll work. It might take 5 minutes, it might take 50, but you'll get there. In addition to having that bothersome yellow block in the way, those purple and blue blocks proved to be quite a pain, didn't they? It may have been frustrating to solve, but don't you feel good now? No! No, sir, I do not! Pizza cake! Now let's go find more puzzles. Yeah, that's what I'm going for, man. Lord knows that's what I'm going for. Alrighty, now where the hell do we go? Oh, we get that coin. That's what we do. Delightful. Yeah. What did I even click on? There's a hidden puzzle here. So hidden, I don't even know what it is that I actually clicked on. But okay. If you say so. Red and black cards. A jokerless deck of 52 cards sits on the table. The cards are shuffled thoroughly and divided into 2 stacks of 26 cards labeled A and B. If you divide the cards as described above and check the contents of each pile 1,000 times, how many times could you expect the number of red cards in one pile to match the number of black cards in the other? Huh? Okay. If you divide the cards as described above and check the contents of each pile 1,000 what's the 1,000 times? How many times could you expect the number of red cards in one pile to match the number of black cards in the other? Think a thought. My brain is so completely fried and frazzled at this point. I mean, if you're shuffling the cards, then it's like... If you're shuffling the cards, then there's just any number of red or black could end up in either. It's never going to be even. And I don't know how you would ever be able to figure out how many times that would happen. Is it trying to tell me that it always will? So I don't know. 1,000 times out of 1,000?
How does this
Like, I don't know how that works. How is that the answer?
Professor, I've solved it.
Please explain. You can expect a corresponding number of red and black cards to show up between the piles 1,000 times. There are 26 cards of each color in a 52 card deck. If you form 2 piles of 26 randomly selected cards from this deck, the number of red cards in pile A is equal to 26 cards minus the number of black cards in pile A. In pile B, the situation is reversed. No matter how the cards are divided, the number of red cards in pile A will be equal to the number of black cards in pile B, and vice versa. So for example, for stack A, let's say the clubs and spades equal 10 cards. Therefore, the total number of hearts and diamonds is 26 minus 10, equaling 16 cards. In which case, I don't get it. I do not get it. That was a real mind twister. It's so twisted, I don't know what it is. I just put in the numbers that it gave me and hoped that one of them worked, and it did. And it tried to explain it to me, and I'm too dumb to understand. So that's delightful. That's absolutely stupendous. Love running into moments like that. If I could have detracted more picarats from that, I absolutely would have, because that was just me randomly plugging in numbers. Alrighty, let's see. Oh boy, do you think I have everything in the inn or not? I have no friggin' clue, man. I don't even know! I don't even know! Just keep looking, just keep looking. What was that? The like banister? We seem to have stumbled on a hidden puzzle here, Professor. Okay. Sure. Alright. Here's something, hopefully it's something I can do. You have a big wooden cube! Hooray! I've always wanted one of those. That's painted red on all 6 sides. After splitting the cube into smaller parts, as shown below, you are left with 27 cubes, identical in size but varying in the number of red sides per cube. How many of these 27 small cubes have just one of their 6 sides painted red? That is actually easy! It's only the one dead center of each side, and there are 6 sides to a cube. So, 6 of the cubes have one side painted red. Okay, alright. No, that does not make up for what happened on that last puzzle. Not even slightly. Not even remotely. Not even remotely. But it makes me feel a little better. That's right, if you can dissect the block in your head in the way shown above, the answer is easy enough to come by. Or just, learning how to count. As you can see, the number of small cubes with one side painted red is 6, one for each face of the larger block. Alright, so I'm gonna peel back the curtain a little bit. I have been running around town, clicking on everything everywhere like a madman for the past hour and 45 minutes. Roughly thereabouts. And I am getting really tired. So I'm just gonna go and find a guide that tells me where the rest of these puzzles are. Luckily for me, they are all kept track of in this thing, so I just need to find the missing number and I can do that. Hopefully that's acceptable, but if you want to call everything that I do from this point forward utterly fraudulent, then you are welcome to do so. I am missing 91 and 2. All right. I'm going to go find out where 91 and 2 are, and I'll be back. I never would have even considered going back to this little hidden hidey hole house, Look at how old this picture is. Oh, right. That reminds me of a good one. Would you like to hear it? Well, what is it a picture of? What reminded you of a puzzle? You can't just say, oh, okay. Oh, Lord, that's a lot of things. The large shape below is made up of a pattern. A lot of things are, yeah. A section of the shape has been removed. Of the options A, B, C, and D, which one should you insert into the large shape to complete the pattern? Okay. I like to think I'm relatively decent at these sort of things. Well. Don't A and D immediately get disqualified for being the wrong shape? Unless you're supposed to, flip them. I guess that's possible. I friggin' guess. Huh. Maybe it is. Alright, let's just look it over. What kind of patterns are we working with here? Well, I'm noticing, I mean, everything is making me look diagonally, so yeah, shouldn't it just be get a blue circle there, and then it would be a bunch of green X's, then it would be a bunch of squares, and then it would be a circle. So I need one. Yeah, okay, so it needs to be one with 2 circles. And it needs to be one with 3 X's and 3 squares. Which is both of these. I just have to figure out which one is supposed to go into this thing. Let's see. Well, I mean, if you just plugged this one in, it wouldn't work. But I think if you finagle this one a little bit, if you, like, wiggle it about and put it in the thing. Alright, well, so much for me being any good at patterns, I guess. I guess that's my bad for thinking I had any sort of ability in anything, actually. I really thought I did there for a moment. Well, alright, well then, it has to be B. Because there are 2 missing circles. I guess maybe you need to flip the, if you just flip the B. You had to flip something to fit it into the thing at the very least. Hey, whatever. Yeah, it was upside down or whatever. It's really just a matter of finding the right matching pattern, but staring at all those different pieces and trying to find out find one that fits is more complex than you would think. Don't pity me. Gee, I didn't think it was that easy. Yeah, thanks for that one. More tea stuff. All right, well, he has the teapot, so there you go. At the very least, that means that there was at least one more thing I was supposed to find. Hello. Thank you. All right. There was at least one more item I was supposed to find, which is nice, All right, now I will find another one. Ha, it's you 2 lads again. You're a pair of odd ducks coming all this way just to see me, but lucky for you, I got myself a darling of a puzzle and a mind to share it with you. Very well. Wash it up. Uh-oh. Oh dear. You need to wash your face. It's absolutely filthy. But all 13 valves in the sewer piping are shut tight. You have to open the valves to get the water to follow to your sink, or flowing to your sink. So here's your challenge. Direct the water all the way to your sink by opening as few valves as possible. I see. All right. So the water is going through there. And I guess it flows to all of these things. Okay. If that's the case, then that would be 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. It seems like literally every single path ultimately leads to the exact same thing. All paths lead to the number 4, I can't help but notice. Unless I'm looking at this the wrong way, like, is the valve itself not where the connection is? Because I mean, that would be where you'd put like a little stopgappy thing, right? So that means it's open, and it goes whew, and then it goes whew, and then it goes whew, and then it goes whew. But there are like every single conceivable path is viable, and none of them have less or more than each other, which makes me feel like I must be doing something horribly wrong. Like, why would it be the same answer no matter what? That feels very weird. And I think if I hit submit, I'm not going to get the proper answer. Yeah, okay.
I suppose I thought wrong.
Yeah, well, that's what's gonna happen sometimes. The pipes are a mess, but give it another look anyway. Okay. Could you perhaps maybe give me a bit more context as to how these pipes work? It goes without saying that if you open every valve in sight, the water will make it to your faucet. To keep things simple, though, let's start near the source. It's safe to say that you'll have to open one of the 3 valves directly surrounding the water source. Keep the number of valves you open in addition to this one as low as possible, and you'll have your answer. This is where the source is. And it's flowing, and that means it's going here, and it's going here. And it's also going up here. And if I want it to keep going to the way I want, then it's flowing, it's flowing, it's flowing, and then it can go through there, and it's flowing, and it's flowing, and there you go. That's, yeah, no, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And if I switch it up, 1, 2, 3, and 4. I feel like I'm misunderstanding how these pipes work. There are 3 more valves positioned near the faucet. Work backwards from each of these and see where they go. Do this right and you'll eliminate quite a few possible valves. What do you mean? Okay, well here's the faucet. Oh, wait. Hang on, wait, what is this connected to? Oh. I didn't even notice. Okay, wow. Woo! Okay. If that's the case, then... Alright. Hang on. Alright, so we know that this can't possibly be it, because we tried that. That don't work at all. So then it has to be this. If that's so, then you turn on that so it can flow through. If it goes that way, it goes through there. And that's its own thing. But if I go through here, it's flowing. It's flowing. It's flowing? Wait, what? Wait, what? How is it going? It's going through there. It's going through there. It's also... Okay. Does this not ultimately just lead to 4 faucets again? Because we need that. We need to open up this. If we go that way, but we could also... We don't need that, but we could go that way. What's so weird is that they connect to the same thing. Okay, well, then we got that, and that, so... 3?
Luke, here's my answer.
Apparently not.
Oh.
What do you want from me here? Okay. I'm clearly just getting something mixed up and confused. Okay. This is definitely the thing. This is definitely it. I'm just not following it with my brain properly. The water's flowing. So it needs to be even less. The water is traveling, goes under, it's going that way, and that way, and it's going up that way. Wait! Okay, so the water travels, it's going up, and it's going, 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 and it's in! 2 faucets!
There we go.
Or 2 valves! Hey!
Another puzzle.
Oh, wow, there was some sort of weird optical nonsense going on there for some reason. Yeesh! Good job. Now go wash up. I did so not that long ago. I don't need to do that. I showered within the last 3 hours. You leave me alone. Ha! Wonderful work. I'm sure the puzzle would floor the both of you, but I guess the joke's on me. And I'm not just talking about your weird face. Oh well, you win some, you lose some. Ain't that just the ultimate truth of it all? Okay. So, 3 more puzzles! Ah! Which ones am I missing? I'll find them. Weird. I mean, he's saying another candle. I thought I clicked on it. Oh, look, another candle, Luke. That reminds me, have you heard this one before? All right. All right, what's one? Light which one? All right. You have only 1 match left. You want to light the room with an oil lamp, start a fire to warm the room, and heat your bath water. In order to complete all of the above actions, which of these should you light first? Oh, this is a... No, this is a very standard trick thing. Yeah, no. In order to do that, you need to light the match. That's a trick. That's a trick. You're trying to confuse me. There you go. I think I like those puzzles the most, where I'm trying to figure out where it's trying to deceive me, rather than it being a legitimate thing that I'm supposed to be smart enough to figure out. That's right! The first thing you need to light is the match itself. Without a fire source, how could you possibly start to take care of the lamp, bathwater, or fireplace? Then that giant is never gonna fit into that bathtub. Wonderful work, Luke. That is indeed the answer. I don't see anyone minding the shop at the moment. Perhaps we should leave for now. Hey, finally a bed for Layton! There you friggin' go, people! I feel pretty good on the idea that we have everything that we're going to need, but at this point, there's only 2 left. I got it. I'm confused. This man is very much in the way. He's like, oh, what a dame, what a doll, what a gal, what a gam, what a goom, got a gam, ba 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 boo. So why the doggo trying to make me get there? Because I can't click there. Quit your lying, robo dog. How odd. Oh, look, Professor, I found a hidden puzzle. It was in the inn sign. Alrighty. The Pet Hotel, a hotel for your pets. It's a brilliant strategy, really. I mean, like, everybody needs to put your pet somewhere. And sometimes your pets want a hot tub. A town not far from your home recently opened a ritzy hotel for pets. Can you guess what kind of animal is currently relaxing in room 097? Move 2 matches to form the answer on the screen below. Okay. So what you're saying is I need to take this and spell out an animal name. Okay, well, the standard 3-letter animal names are cat and dog. I don't think I'm gonna be getting a G out of this, but I could definitely get a T, I believe, so... And if hang on. No. And if I remove that, put that there, and we don't need to do that, we could just do that, and that more or less kind of roughly spells the word cat, now don't it? Now don't it?
Well, here's my guess.
There you go. Okay. Very nice. Ah, to be a pampered pet. Indeed, it truly is the best life. An animal that is deeply loved by its owner is the best life to live. That was a cinch. So he says, so he claims. I mean, it was, but still. All right, we got 1 left. Just 1 more puzzle. Please be one like that and be stupid easy. Please. Don't be something I need to do like another a super speed up on. For the love of God. I realize that the Ferris wheel destroyed this tent. Does that mean it's now the site of a puzzle most puzzling? There's a hint coin. That's cool. This is the area I was told to go. There we are. Look, Professor, there's a hidden puzzle here. All right, the hidden puzzles never seem to give me anything, so this was entirely not necessary. I'll have the world know. All right, so what the hell are we doing? Of the 4 boxes below, 3 are the exact same box viewed from different angles. The 4th box has a slightly different design. Can you spot the odd box out? Can I? Well, gee. All right, fine. Oh, boy. Okay. Well, let's see. Okay, I mean, there's a bit of a problem here. This heart thingy is not the same direction as that, which means I can't see its immediate left or its under. Or its immediate right and its under. Meaning, I don't know. That very easily could be the case. I need to use, like, context clues. I know that that doesn't lead to that from here. I don't see, that's not matching up with any of that, but I mean, it could just be an entirely different side. Then again, I think it might be that mayhaps may be the trick to it, because that's just a couple squares. Whereas a couple other things are a very specific angle. And you'd notice if they were, like, slanted. Like, that would be horizontal rather than vertical. So that's not impossible. I want to say it's D. But am I actually confident in that? I mean, the sun don't shine. Wait, I think I might actually be onto something, because the sun is that way, and we have another so. All right, let's go with my own intuition on this one. That feels right. Okay.
I did it!
Oh, there you go. Good thinking. If you break down the boxes, let me see here. So that means the squares. Oh, damn, that is a slight difference. That is a slight difference. You can see that they all share the same arrangement of decorations. However, when you break down the box D, you can see that its faces are arranged in a slightly different manner and might look something like the above diagram. However, you can't know for sure because the other three faces of box D are unknown. Right, okay. Whew, that puzzle sure put up a fight. And yet we were able to... You've completed every puzzle in the game! Oh, thank you, small text box, for giving me that validation. All right, now all we have to do is figure out which thing each person wants in their room, and then we can be good. But good lord, how on earth am I supposed to even? All right, so 2 beds. Brilliant! It's a bunk bed. Oh, the finish on this frame is just lovely. 1 bed's enough for this tired scholar. Fair enough. Fair enough. So what are we missing? Do you not want, you want this houseplant? Ah, the delicate emerald hues of nature. Just lovely. Let's see. I guess this painting is nice, but I don't know nothing about nothing. All right. Yep, that's a map of the world. Sure is big. All right, now it seems like everything is something that Layton wants. I'm not sure what to make of that. I suppose a hint of mystery adds to any room, so we'll stick with that. This would always be handy. One should always watch the time. What workmanship! I wonder if it's tea time yet. Yeah, ain't that something? Ain't that something-lumpin'? Okay, maybe a good way to go about this would be... I mean, for example... It feels like Luke has 2 desks in this thing for some reason. Okay. It's a bit square for my taste. No, that is true. But what about that thing that's right next to it? That thing that's, like, fused into it. What is that? Is that this dresser? It's well made, but it needs something on top. Oh, yeah, okay, there we are. That is what it is. These drawers are just the perfect size for me. Well, that's not good. Okay, well, Layton is now cozy, so that's good. Feels as if I rather like this chair. My, isn't this fancy? I bet it's all squishy and soft. Perfect. Brilliant. Now, you're talking, this one's my style. Ha ha ha! There! There you go. Neat. A telly. And this is what I need to brighten things up in here. I rather like this chair. Yeah, neat. Now I can brush up on my geography. Globe. Yeah, so no, he definitely prefers the globe. But that means there's definitely, I mean, Luke needs something going on here, right? Yeah, a television. That's nice, but yeah, no, he doesn't need that. Also, hang on, where did that? The stool just kind of gets knocked over to a different place. What if I do this? That's a pretty, but it'd look better with flowers in it. Okay, that's would look better with flowers. Yeah, all right, so that's definitely a thing. The fact of the matter is, a lot of them are just, I don't know, so wishy-washy. It feels like, I have no idea. I must admit, the Baron's gaze is a bit unnerving. Wow, that's all I can really say. Then I don't, like, does anybody want this damn thing? Because it doesn't seem like either of them like it. Oh, an ammonite. It's all swirly on the outside. What a find! It makes one reflect upon the planet's long history. He seems to enjoy that fact. This teacup makes me yearn for a nice cup of Earl Grey! Let's see. Do I have anything? He likes, I must say, I find this very fond of handmade things. How bizarre. A square rug, well, I guess it'll do in a pinch. A round rug, it's a bit modern for my tastes. Interesting. It's also interesting that they go into entirely different locations, too. Kind of feels like Layton's got too much stuff here. Okay, you know what, then I think. Because that is, they're mashing into each other. That's the problem. Well, I guess it's kind of calming. No, he seems to like that a lot. Okay. Good lord. What? I guess I just have to go with trial and error. Wait, what? How is it that Layton is perfect, but Luke isn't? Superb, a man could get used to living in a place like this. Look at this place, it's almost perfect. Almost. Okay, that's very strange to me that I can have one filled out but not the other. Then does that mean there's like an extra thing that Layton isn't supposed to have? What? What do you want from me? Ah! I mean, he said he liked it. Now, this is a room any gentleman would be proud to call his own. Staying here should speed up the investigation. By the way, Luke, I have a present for you. I am not doing that. I am not doing that. I am not doing that. You guys just got everything, okay? I don't know what those... I pretend I don't see it. I don't see it. I do not see it. I do not see it. We're just not even gonna do this mess. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. There's your bonus episode. I have no idea how long it's going to be. I've been here forever. Damn near goddamn forever. Cannot stress that enough. But there you go. All the puzzles are done. All of the mini games are done. Everything is squared away. Everyone is happy. We've got the robotic dog. We got the painting. We got the thing. We saved the gal. We figured out everybody was robots. We did everything that there is to do. This game is, by my definition, complete. Thank you all for joining me. I really need to play a game that has absolutely no puzzles in it because my head hurts. See you all next time.